And hello, how are you? Yes, so long without a cast. I'm sorry, I had a very busy week, but I'm back for a new cast, and I hope you still enjoyed FAF during this week, which was great fun with a lot of new stuff. So, if you wonder why I'm wearing those stupid sunglasses, it's first from trying the most stupid introduction ever. But no, we are going on holidays. We are going on Corsica. So I launch the replay and you will probably enjoy it. I don't know if you understood. We are about to watch a replay which happened on Corsica Duel. So this is a very unusual map, but still part of the ranked pool. So for this reason, I don't have a lot of experience and I want that we try to study this map, so next time that you or me will have to play this weird map in ranked, we will be ready to face it. So it's an interesting matchup. I don't think I've casted a replay with some ions yet. So here we have Yama. Previously he was called Svetovoidim, but on FAF he's not Yama, Russian player, top 10 player, on playing nearly only Ion. Recently he tried Cyberbrand, but I think he directly came back to Ion. It makes 6 years he's playing Ion, so he's probably very well used to this faction. Here you know him as well. It's SFO Voodoo Master, my good friend, who's playing UF again, and it looks like he's doing some good results with UF. But sadly, those times UF have some difficulties with especially some maps. They have a difficult gameplay in the late game. So if they don't win quite fast, they have big difficulties. They only have Percy's at least in late game, but I don't think we will see Percy's in this replay. So here, Voodoo on Yama, and we will try to see what are the strategies to do on this map, which is not symmetrical. This is, I think, the only map which is not symmetrical, but slightly not symmetrical. You can see the number of mexes is still the same, hopefully. On the name, there's 2 Hydro, which looks very hard to defend. But still, the main difficulty, I think, is that the hover units, such as Aurora for Ion, will be able to shoot the base from the water, so it might be quite hard to defend. You can see that Voodoo is assisted with ACU on NG, the Hydro, making a second pigeon, so he will reach a 160 energy production. Yes, 160, which allows to build a lot of air quite early. 2 pigeon, 1 Hydro, it's like having 7 pigeons for the build order, which is quite good. Totally different build order from Yama, which is going very slow on the second factory, and that's quite a problem. But he expanded quite fast with his ACU. I like that, but I'm afraid of air which will come very fast for Voodoo. His ACU is quite far from leaving the base. Oh, Corsica, this is beautiful. Where is the sun? There are some snow. I don't think there's a lot of snow in real Corsica. And yeah, he's having his Hydro just right now, so it's very late. You can see that's why there's a score difference. Oh, I forgot to. Yeah, good fail. I wanted to do a point of view video. Okay, I'm really tired, so I hope you'll excuse me. So yeah, we focus on Yama as Ion. So, finally, making 2 first NGs, probably to take the mexes and reclaim, and also be able to see fast the expansion. He has the air factory. Too bad Voodoo didn't went for a bomber first, because we saw what he was doing before. So we knew he had air factory way earlier than Yama. And here I do not agree with this choice of making a Navy factory. Okay, why not? But not here. Here, you can't do anything, or you have to wait maybe 2 minutes for your units to cross the map. Whereas the ACU could build a Navy factory here. It will be more interesting, I think. So here you can see good micro of the Aurora. So he doesn't lose a single HPs, or okay, 4 HPs, but it's still very okay. And here he's grabbing an engineer, which is good. And it's quite unusual because most of the time Voodoo is making some very big push with his ACU to be very as early as possible in the enemy base. But as we saw the build order of Voodoo, since I forgot to be in one view, we saw that he was making 4 factories with his ACU. So good reaction, attack 1 PD. It's not overreacting. He saw that he will never manage to produce some air if he doesn't build this, as the air from Voodoo was already flying over his factory, which was a good aggressive build, and he was able to see everything Yama was doing. So the ACU will probably kill this tank, and for the moment it's hard to say who is ahead. Really hard. Because for the moment Yama didn't scoot a single time what Voodoo has. Although he saw nearly everything, as he saw the enemy air units and he saw the tank, and you can see. So first thing to remember, he has an energy problem, but with 2 radars on very well placed radars, you can see all the map. So here, ACU, okay, let's see how Yama will react. It's hard because it's very narrow, it's a narrow map, but the ACU can always retreat. It's a little like Finn's Revenge. It's a map where you don't have to go for an ICU kill because it's too easy for the ACU to retreat, except some case. Oh, okay, so a PD, but it will be killed just on time. He lost 1500 HPs. It's okay, it's okay. He has to reclaim it. Okay, very important, it's a lot of mass income. Although his economy is quite good, but I don't get the impression he's producing a lot of units. I'm a little worried. And there's the ACU. Will you go north or south? That's the biggest strategic aspect of this map, I think. With your ACU, I mean. Voodoo chose south. He secured 5 mexes quite easily with his ACU. And Yama went north and he secured 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he's going slightly on the south to Voodoo's base, but it's dangerous, it's dangerous. He can't see all the units here, so that's why he's sending planes just to scout. He wants to see if there's a Navy factory. Why? Because if he has Navy factory, there's maybe subs beside water. Okay, here. So he scouts sub production. So if Voodoo is forced to go underwater, he won't be saved. Oh. Oh no! That's the worst thing that can happen to you. Okay. It was I don't know. Maybe 99%. 90, 95. That's horrible. That's very horrible. I think this is game. Because now Voodoo can launch his attack. He will probably focus the radar just to cancel the view. Ooh, 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 Tech 2 air. So fast, 7 minutes game, Tech 2 air. That's one of Voodoo's crazy build, but he doesn't have air supremacy. He doesn't have. You can see it's a frigate coming here. Every timing is missed by Yamadharma. That's very unfortunate. So he will lose the Navy factory because of the frigate, and he will lose some mexes. Maybe Aurora can defend, but as you know, look. Oh, it changed. Okay, before, the UF frigate was 1 shooting an Aurora. Now it's 2 shooting, you can see. So it has the same DPS. The stun, no. Okay, it's defended quite easily. That's cool to be iron. And okay, big problem for Yama. He will be safe with the gunships, but there's a lot of tanks and those are not used. You can see 4 tanks, it's not a lot. But he's reaching little by little the veterancy. But RT shots, no, you have to micro your IC, you have to move it. Now, one submarine, 15 tanks, I will say he's safe. Well, his base is safe, I mean, but the ACU is not, because there's no radar, very few units, and if he loses air, he loses the game for sure. And he has to check what is he producing all the time. If he's trying some top bombers, he has to know it. Okay, he got veterancy 1. He's reclaiming the fight, but I'm still very worried, because most of his army is not with his ACU. Also, it's weird that Voodoo is not attacking as well. So maybe the game will stabilize. If it's the case, well, that's good for Yama, who already has a Tech 2 Max here, and he has a good energy production. Maybe a little too much energy, I will say. What's that? Okay, it's... I think it's a submarine shot, I think. It was very small DPS, but when you're half of HPs like that, you can't afford to stay with your ICU, even with air supremacy. He will probably survive to this, but you never know. He can't go underwater. I don't like this situation. Just retreat. I think he has an advantage, but he doesn't want to leave this reclaim field to Voodoo, which is easy to understand. But little by little, he's losing some HPs. If he managed to get second veterancy, it will be a great victory for Yama. But still, he has to send more units to his ACU. Let's see what Voodoo has. Okay, he's sending chips. It's not very good for Voodoo. Okay, this anti-air is very important. Because with this anti-air... Yeah, it's very hard to say, because you can't see the enemy spam. He built a new radar here, but probably most of the units are here. And he has to reclaim, that's a big mistake, because he has the reclaim and he has some mass problem. He have a new factory here, which is good. He got the hydro, and with this frigate, everything will change, because the frigate will bring the radar on the DPS to cover the ACU. So he's protected from air with this tower and the planes, which are very well placed, by the way. But yeah, the frigate is here. 4 subs. Okay, so Voodoo went nearly full subs. He made the frigate first, you remember, he sent it here. And my god, yeah, he has no army. That's a lot of tanks. That's a lot of tanks. He will have second veterancy, but first, what you have to know of this map. Look, all those DPS in the floor. That's horrible. That's very dangerous. He saw it, but too late. Too late. He should have already killed 4 tanks. 3 gunships. It's GG. Okay. It's over. Yeah, he didn't so, but Voodoo focused the anti-air. Veterancy giving the by an overcharge, but it's too late. 1000 HPs. That's a hard snipe. That's a hard snipe, but I told you since 3 minutes I'm screaming everywhere like his ACU is under danger. He had a good situation. Look at the build rate, the build power he had on air. But 3 minutes, yeah. I totally missed what happened on south because it was quite one-sided. He and his army. Voodoo's ACU made 25 kills, but for sure, always get your army with your ACU. It's hard to say what Yama should have done to win this game, because I think he had win this game. He had the advantage, he had the eco lead, he had the control of the reclaim, and as you saw, he didn't lost a single tank. With 20% of this army, he could win the south and force the ICU underwater. I think it's my opinion. But with 75% of the rest of the army, he could just secure and even take the place of the ICU. which should retreat in the enemy in the base, and then it was very safe for Yama. Ah, that's bad. A second thing, you play a UF player. You have an advantage that he doesn't have. You have hover units. So just build, for example, here, a wall, so easy, a PD behind, and let your aura here on the water, and with very few units you can defend against a way bigger army. Probably. And abuse walls, that's very the strong thing. You can build 3 times some walls here. Only ACU can kill the walls by reclaiming those. So just wall here, so it allows you to really put all your army with the ICU. So against all expectations, the Tech to Air Rush won without air supremacy. So that's quite an unfair replay, because the good student who applied the good lessons will probably had a good mark was Yamadharma. He did everything more, how to say, orthodoxally. I don't know if it exists in English. He even made a fast tech to Mex, which was quite ballsy, but it worked, it paid off. And look at, yeah, the big mistake, rally points. Look at the rally points in the base. Those had to be on front with the ACU. You have 23 auras and a lot of other stuff. They had to be with the ACU. It's you can't blame Voodoo. He used the mistake of his opponent to win, even if he was way behind. But well, it's still unfair. And as you can see, even in the top 10, you have some games totally stolen, and some mistakes like rally points, which are still not well applied, and which leads to quite unfair losses. But that's life, so very well played, Voodoo. And see you for another cast. Bye bye. And I hope you enjoyed your holidays in Corsica with me.